Hey, Raul,
Yo.
why should you never fart in the Apple store?
Why?
They don't have windows.
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
That makes me happy. Makes me happy in my pants.
Oh my gosh. Oh God. All right, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Pop Song, episode 8. Made it.
We made it.
We made it.
8, no 7.5 or anything. We just made it to 8.
Like official.
Yes.
Nice. It's nice. It feels good. Feels good. Well, folks, we've been benefiting from some incredible numbers on our last episode. Definitely appreciate the love.
Yeah.
iTunes, Google Play. We're up to about 107 subscribers on Google Play.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because when we started doing this, I just figured it was people at work listening to it.
Me too.
We don't have 100. We don't have 100 people in our office.
We really don't.
People actually listening to this.
So we appreciate that.
Thank you, guys. We really do.
So, episode 8. Doing a lot of things here.
Who are you?
I think I'm Raul. Who I got to my left?
I'm Jay Alvarez. What's up, guys?
You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm blinded by your white ass legs. When last you been to the beach, my nigga?
Okay, so I
Jesus
grew up in
Christ.
Miami, and my people have a very jaded history when it comes to oceans. I'm not Cuban, but I know a lot of friends that wash up on the beach, so I just don't want to find any more people.
Oh my God.
Last time I went to the beach was when that Cuban coffee started throwing up on the beach. Even the coffee washes ashore.
That's
Ha!
crazy. I'm really like, yo, because real talk, I'm like, why is this man's legs so goddamn
Look,
white?
you see this pale complexion? This is how I keep getting jobs. Yeah.
Sort of racist.
I have a very weird look for a Hispanic person. It's called employable.
Nah, man, but we're back with another one. It's been a little interesting week here. How's your week been, Jay?
It's been a fun week. I had a couple of good shows over at Gregory's Comedy Club in Cocoa Beach. So thanks to anybody who potentially listens to this that might have shown up. I doubt it, but hey, you know what? if you do show up at one of my shows, come tell me you listen to the podcast. I'd appreciate the hell out of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a pretty good week. Pretty quiet as far as the family goes. My son started football.
Nice.
First game, the jamboree was yesterday. He is the smallest linebacker I've ever seen, but hey, you know what? He got a sack. That's all that matters. He got one.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Shouts to the little man. This week, back to school week. So I now have a high schooler.
Oh, I was trying to wipe that from my memory. Yeah, I officially have a middle schooler. God damn.
Yeah.
It's getting old quick.
It's, Florida has this weird shit that middle school doesn't start till 7th grade.
No, that's not Florida. That's specifically here. Because
Really?
my son's in 6th grade and he's in middle school. When I was in Miami, 6th grade is in middle school.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it screwed up my sister. When we moved here, we moved to Brevard County the year 2000, and my sister was in 6th grade, and she was happy. She had just started middle school. She was moving up in the world, and then we moved here halfway through the school year, and she got sent right back to elementary school, and she almost dropped out. Like right then, it was gonna be a 6th grade drop. I'm not going back. You can't make me. Don't send me back to them savages.
Real, nah. Yeah, cause my youngest daughter, she's in 6th grade, so she's like, "Oh no, I'm not in middle school." Like, nah, sweetheart, you in middle school. I'm from New York.
Mm-hmm.
You're in middle school now. So I have a high schooler, middle schooler, and my son just started VPK.
Oh boy,
That's gonna be interesting. Homework and actually no nap time, not listening is gonna be a thing.
I thought they did nap time at VPK.
Not this one.
Oh boy.
He's a little pissed.
Oh, that's fine. He'll be cranky when he gets home, and he'll go to sleep early.
Maybe. But other than that, man, it's been cool. Caught a little bit earlier today, but we're up. We had our coffee and donuts and all that good stuff. Let's get into some topics, man.
Yeah, man.
So we got first up. Looks like Eminem will be dropping an album apparently in the fall.
Wait, we're talking about music?
Yeah.
Oh, we talk about all things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Entertainment.
No, we rarely ever talk about. It's not a lot that we get music news we like to talk about. So that's
true.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah,
there is music news, but sometimes we don't give a shit. I'm not talking about certain things. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else for that.
It's thanks to Eminem that people who look like me can get record deals.
Oh man, you're right. No, yo, he hasn't dropped an album since like 2013. Marshall Mathers LP2. Did you listen to that one?
No.
What's the last Eminem album you listened to?
What was the first one?
Oh my God,
Marshall Mathers?
No, Slim Shady LP.
Slim Shady LP. Yeah, Marshall Mathers came after that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't listen to that one either.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Slim Shady.
Are you an Eminem fan?
I am.
Oh, come on, man.
No, you know what it is? I like Eminem. I like what he represents, and I like what he's done. I like that he's just he made it cool to be yourself and be yourself unapologetically. And without that, you wouldn't have Lil Dicky. Without that, you wouldn't have Logic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he kind of set that bar where you don't have to be cool. You can just be yourself, and whoever yourself is, that's what's gonna push your personality out. So I mean, I like what he represents. I like his music. I do. Any track that I listen to, I like. I'm just not. I'm just not gonna buy any album. That's really all it is. Because when I do sample an album, I don't like all the songs on it. I think Eminem is strongest when he's on someone else's track. Oddly enough, but. You know, that's what it is. I still like it. I'm still a fan. You know, I still especially respect the hell out of it. I am excited that he's going to drop another album finally. That's cool because, I mean, you got Jay-Z that dropped one. You got Nas that's allegedly in the studio.
Yeah.
So it's cool to hear that these people, you know, all these people are coming back and starting to release albums again because it's been a while for a lot of them.
Yeah. And sometimes that's a good thing because that means they're taking their time on the craft and putting time into the album. It's this one. I mean, it's no surprise that he's back working with Dr. Dre, so people are excited about that. What I'm excited about is it looks like he was in the studio with 2 Chainz. Say what you want about 2 Chainz, he's very, very lyrical. He can spit.
I don't know enough to argue with you on that, so that's fine.
Nah, you gotta. He just dropped an album called "Pretty Girls Like Trap Music." I understand the name.
See, it's things like that make me question your taste, man.
Nah, man. Get past the name. Listen to the album. It's actually pretty dope.
You know how they say don't judge a book by its cover? I'm totally judging that book by its cover.
The cover of that album is a pink trap house.
I know you can't see this, but I'm just shaking my head. I'm done.
I'm excited about that. It looks like he's also in the studio with Just Blaze.
Just Blaze?
I'm interested to see how that sounds because they have never worked together either.
Yeah, we talked a little earlier. I'm kind of on the fence with Just Blaze. I like a lot of the tracks he comes out with. I don't like a lot of the tracks he comes out with. He's hit and miss to me. He's not like. I think I'd get more excited if I heard he was working with DJ Premier.
That would be dope.
You know what I mean? And especially with someone on Eminem's level. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's doing Just Blaze a favor. I feel like
it could be. He's like I told you earlier. He Just Blaze is good with legends, Jay-Z, Nas, M. He never worked with 50, but people like that. Mm-hmm. With the newer acts, I don't feel he knows how to really grasp them. He's an old school producer, right. And when he's working with the greats, he gets produced.
Yeah, see that to me that's the point though. He's the producer. He should be producing the talent or inspiring. It's basically like a film director. You know, he's the one that should be getting the talent out. He should be the one that's getting the most out of the person in the studio. That's where you get DJ Premier. That's where you get Dr. Dre. You know, Dr. Dre, I'm not going to lie, I love the guy, but he can't rap worth shit. No. But he can pull talent out of people. He almost made Ras Kass good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was I think the first act that came out of Aftermath before Eminem helped the label blow up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Even speaking of Dr. Dre, I took a look at the Defiant Ones with him and Jimmy Iovine on HBO.
I still haven't seen that, but yes, I need to.
It goes in depth. It goes in depth on both sides. We kind of know Dr. Dre's story. It kind of goes a little bit more in depth, but it really goes in depth into Jimmy Iovine.
All right.
Jimmy Iovine, his story, whether Bruce Springsteen, what's the dude from the Beatles that got shot?
John Lennon.
He goes into everything working with him. It's a different side of the music industry. You know how they have that term culture vulture?
Yeah.
He is not one. He is for the culture, definitely. He is for music.
And that's good. Like you get people like that. A lot of people like to accuse, like at first Beastie Boys was being accused of being culture vultures. Yeah. And you look back at it now, they're one of the biggest influences in hip hop culture.
Legends.
Period.
Yeah. So it's it's definitely something I would recommend taking a look at, the Defiant Ones. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about this Eminem album. I've been a fan since the Eminem show. I've listened to Slim Shady LP. And when
I forgot that was an album. I thought it was a T. I'm like, did I miss something on WB? What was that on UPN? How did I miss that?
Nah, that was that album. I bought that when I was in 8th grade, I believe. That's right after the Twin Towers went down.
You were in 8th grade when the towers fell?
Yeah, bro.
We need to move past this.
No, we're gonna stay on this.
No.
Oh fuck. Listen, yeah, I was in 8th grade in my 3rd period class. It was a Wednesday. And they were like, "Hey, everybody go down to the gym." I was like, it was my first year at that school because I had switched schools. We're not gonna get into that. And I didn't know what the hell was going on until they came in. Oh, the Twin Towers just dropped. I was like, "Oh shit, well, that sucks."
You were living in New York when that happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it back. I'll give you that one.
But yeah, so I bought it that year, and it I've been listening to him ever since. He's dope to me. He can spit. His voice is very commanding, and that's a lot because a lot of rappers nowadays you can't get that.
Yeah,
everybody sounds the same and things like that. He's different, way out of the box, and that's what I like about him most.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can't agree more with that. And then he came out. What was it? The 8 Mile.
Oh yeah,
the movie about him. Like the movie basically built on his life.
Pretty much.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a huge fan of the movie. Brittany Murphy looked like a meth head.
Yeah.
I mean, Brittany Murphy looked like a meth head in general, just not in the movie. But still, I don't know. Something about the movie which just seemed like it was a little too self-fulfilling to me. Kind of like, what was 50's movie?
50's movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah, basically his same story.
That was a horrible movie.
Well, no. I'm not saying it was as bad as that. It's just, like that self-serving, like this is a movie about me. Yeah. I don't need to see you in a movie about you. Like that's, you might as well just jerk off into a mirror at that point.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. No. These are gold that comes out of my mouth, man.
All the time. Jesus. Well, nah. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was it was okay. I'm a Eminem stan, so he can really do no wrong in my eyes. So you watch your mouth. It was a great movie.
I'm gonna look into this mirror while I'm jerking off, and I'm gonna watch my mouth while I do it.
Always gotta.
Yeah, no, I took it to a weird place. Yeah, no, I'm not happy with that either.
Yeah. See it in your face. Oh, yeah. That's
Look at my face, Raul. Look at my face.
I'm good. Oh man, but yeah, we're all excited about some Eminem. I'm always excited for good music, so I'll wait for the fall for all of that. Next topic we're gonna get in, switching gears completely back to movies. So Lion King, we spoke about a couple episodes ago. They have Donald Glover as Simba. They have James Earl Jones back for Mufasa. They just announced Alfre Woodard as Sarabi, his mom. They're talking to Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Team Chiwetel. Yeah, of course they did, because they listen to Pop Song and they take our advice seriously.
That was our
as well as you all should.
That was our suggestion. Seth Rogen as Pumbaa. Timon is Eichner. And they are looking at Beyonce. She's in talks for the part of Nala. Originally, we thought that was just a part of Nala. She'll voice it, this, that, and the third. But no, they are looking to have her actually write the music for the movie as well. How you feel about that?
That's interesting. It's because the first line, the animated had a lot of the music was written by. I mean, Hans Zimmer wrote the score, but then they also had Elton John come in and actually write the music for it. Mm-hmm. And at the time, Elton John, I'm pretty sure, was working with Disney a lot. I think, because I know, and he's done that before. Like I know he did the music. All the music from Romeo and Juliet was based off of Elton John songs. It was basically an Elton John rock opera.
Nice.
So it's cool to see that they're bringing another pop star to help write the music for the movie again. I don't know how I feel about Beyonce being the one to do it, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not disappointed. She's a talent and I think she's going to do well. But you're talking about her writing music for a movie that also has Donald Glover. I don't know. There's a little part of me. I don't know. I don't know that Donald Glover would write music to that, but I think he's definitely got the potential to be able to. I kind of lean to wanting him to do it. I'd be really disappointed if they don't at least utilize him to work with Beyonce, at least on a few tracks, just to kind of measure that out and see how that works. Because the man's talented and he produces music for his own show already on ATL. He's got some of that. I think he wrote some of the score for Community too when he was on it. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on it.
Not too sure.
But he's definitely got production experience. So I think Beyonce is a good pick to do it. It's just interesting that, with her and Donald Glover, I want to see how that dynamic would work out.
It'll definitely be different. They're the cast, all black cast basically. But it's those two, their musical talent. I expect this soundtrack to be amazing.
Yeah.
I expect not just because you want Beyonce to write it. That's cool. Has she really been known for writing her music though?
See, I don't know.
That's the other thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure she can.
Yeah.
But her last big hit, Formation, was written by the dude from Ray Shremmerd that you probably don't even know.
Nope.
But it's fine.
Nope.
But you know what I mean? And it was a smash hit. But I haven't. I mean, she writes ballads. She's gonna write. She's gonna do over. Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah, and that's where my trepidation comes in. I mean, she can sing. She can absolutely pull it off. But you're right. She's never really been known as a composer. So why? I mean, I'm not saying she can't, and right. I don't know enough. Maybe she does write a lot of her own songs, or maybe she at least helps writing in her own songs. So, the potential's there. I would be interested to see, like you said, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That's a song Nala and Simba sing to each other.
Yeah.
So to have Donald Glover and Beyonce on a track together, who's writing what?
That's a good question. You're right. I kind of would rather have Donald Glover write the music. He's a genius.
He is known as a writer too. He's written scripts. He's written his own music. We all know that.
Yeah.
He's written scores for TV shows and music for TV shows. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's something that'd be more up his alley. I do think it's an interesting challenge for Beyonce though, because I don't think she's ever done anything like this.
No.
I mean, from the sounds of it, she hasn't.
No.
So it'd be an interesting challenge for her talent, I think. I mean, I'm interested to see what comes of it. I think it's just an interesting choice to take her over Donald Glover, who seems like a more obvious choice, I think.
I mean, again, it's Disney. They know what they're doing. And to be honest, once you put Beyonce's name to anything, it's gold.
That's the thing, too. Which name is going to bring more? Because you can't promote Donald Glover as Simba with music written by Childish Gambino.
Right.
You got to go with the same name at least.
Exactly. And you put Beyonce's name, music by Beyonce, that's going to be the number one selling soundtrack of all freaking time.
But this shit's just in talks. They haven't confirmed that shit.
It's still in talks. Hasn't been confirmed, but I want it to happen. It'll be a good look for the movie itself.
Let's see. I think if they're in talks about it, they're probably asking her to write a few songs and see how it looks. Mm-hmm. So I think if that's the case and they do go forward with it, that means obviously they liked what they saw. They liked what she gave them. Mm-hmm. So at that point, it's like you said, it's Disney. I trust them.
Yeah, she just had the twins. Maybe she wants a movie that she can just show them. Who knows? She got Blue.
And that's scary. That's how Eddie Murphy went down.
Oh,
it's true. Eddie Murphy stopped doing all the rated R comedies because he wanted his kids to be able to watch his work. And that's how you get the Haunted Mansion in Norbit.
I like the Haunted Mansion. I fucking hated Norbit.
Mm-hmm.
And back in New York,
Pluto Nash. Pluto
Nash was terrible. No, not Pluto Nash. Meet Dave.
Ooh.
That was fucking bad. Pluto Nash is bearable for me. I was still a kid when that came out.
I'm gonna get you a thesaurus so you can see what bearable actually translates into.
Now, funny story about Norbit though. I was in New York. That's around time when bootlegs was still a thing. We went and bought the bootleg copy of Norbit, got back to the house with our Chinese food and shit, popped it in, nothing. So naturally, you're like, I'm not gonna go back. And the girl I was with at the time, she was like, no, we're gonna go back and get our money. Mind you, this is in Bed-Stuy, 10 o'clock at night.
The bootleg guy.
And not now Bed-Stuy, not Bedford-Stuyvesant. No, Do or Die Bed-Stuy.
No, it's not even Bedford-Stuyvesant. What is it?
Stuyvesant Heights now.
Stuyvesant Heights or East Williamsburg.
Jesus Christ. This is Do or Die Bed-Stuy. She wanted to go back to Fulton Street to confront this 6'8" man because we said that this thing isn't working. So sure enough, we went back and like, hey, yo, there's nothing on here. Fuck you mean there's nothing on here, son? Sir, there's nothing on there. You have a DVD right there. Just put it in. You'll know what we're talking about. He puts it in. He's like, oh, yo, my fault, son. My fault. Here, take this one on me. Can I have my money back?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he gave you another one?
He gave me another one, and we
But
took
it's not
it.
on him because you still paid for
Exactly. Like I was like, fuck it. It was $5. Let's just go. I'm hungry. Let's get out of here. So that one worked. But yeah, damn, that is how Eddie Murphy went down. But again, she's not known for rated R movies. So her strongest thing was riding her husband like a surfboard. I could do without that. I'm cool.
it. Wait, what?
Yeah, nigga, you ain't never listened to that song?
Nah.
What the hell is it called? Drunk in Love? That shit was literally everywhere.
Nah.
Oh, we're gonna listen to that after this. Well, not together, but we're gonna listen to that.
We're gonna hold hands.
We're gonna hold hands.
We're gonna look at each other in the face while we stare off in the mirrors.
There we go again.
Yep.
God damn it.
It's a recurring joke for the episode, folks.
Moving right along. Staying to Disney. Well, Aladdin has had some casting news. They cast Nassim Pedrad from SNL as a role written specifically for the movie. As you told me that I guess they couldn't fucking do the tiger Raja, which is stupid.
It's not so much as I think they can't do it. I think at some point you have to take a budget into consideration.
It's Disney.
It's a lot of money though.
It's one tiger.
Yeah, but we'll look at all the other special effects. You got to get Will Smith as a genie. Okay. There's going to have to be a flying carpet at some point. We still don't know if Abu's going to be in the movie.
Okay.
That shit adds up. You got like horses turning into elephants or monkeys turning into elephants potentially. You got to have this big sets. I mean, Aladdin's a big visual movie, so he's going to have palaces and sultan guards. You do have to take a budget into consideration. Now, I don't know that that's the thing. That it makes sense to me.
Are you calling Disney broke?
Hell no. But you gotta put a cap somewhere. You gotta limit. I mean, mind you, they're also doing the Lion King. I mean, that's a lot of money they're throwing out all at once. It's tough to manage what risk we're going to take because this movie may bomb. Mind you, Disney's not 100. They're not batting at 1,000 with these remakes just yet. Maleficent didn't do well. Cinderella did okay. Sleeping Beauty, I don't think did as well as they were hoping it would do.
What you mean?
No, it was a good movie. I just don't think it made the money they were hoping for. It did,
bro. That thing made $158 million the first weekend, and it went over to gross over $600 million.
Did it gross over $600 million?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm way off. Then
we're keeping this in.
Yeah.
Cinderella did good. Maleficent was not a critical success, but Disney has money. Disney's doing Infinity War. Contrary to popular belief, Marvel is Disney. Disney is doing Infinity War where he may or may not, I didn't see it, throws a moon at the Avengers. They could throw a moon and they can't put a fucking tiger? Come on, son.
Well, I mean, it's a lot harder to get a tiger to emote in a live action movie than it is on a cartoon. Look, Jasmine needs a friend, is all I'm saying. You need another woman in the movie.
Well, Nassim Pedrad is her friend, I guess.
Keep in mind, in the cartoon, Jasmine was literally the only woman in that movie. Except for the whores at the beginning.
Yeah, those were definitely
Remember,
whores.
he runs through a brothel. There are whores in that Aladdin movie.
Yeah.
Or in the cartoon, rather. So how about we put another woman that isn't, selling herself?
All right. How does she become her friend? Is she going to be another princess? Is she going to be like her
Supposedly
slave?
she's like her handmaiden or something.
See, that ain't even right.
Well, you know what? Times are different. It's a period piece, man.
All right, so we got her, and then they finally made a casting for Jafar, and it is Marwan Kenzari.
Marwan Kenzari, yeah.
Kenzari, yeah. He's been in The Mummy and Ben-Hur.
Yeah, both remakes. Now he's in another remake.
Oh yeah, he was in The Mummy. I just seen that.
Yeah, he played Malik, I think, in The Mummy.
Shit like that.
I read somewhere they're calling him the remake king at this point, or the potential remake king, just because he's done all remakes.
That's true. Well, yeah. I mean, he the picture that I saw, he looks the part. This other picture that we're looking at right now. Well, no, yeah, I can see it.
I can see it. He's Dutch, but he's from Tunisia, or his background's Tunisian. So he's definitely got the it might sound bad. He's got the DNA for the part. He's got the I don't know. I know you're looking at this picture. I think he kind of does have that Jafar look. Like he could totally pull it off.
I can see it.
Some people were saying that he's too young to be Jafar, but because he's only 33, 34.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta make it like an
keep in mind when we were little kids, Aladdin and Jasmine were teenagers. Jafar probably was in his 30s.
Could be.
Damn,
that shit makes it creepy.
Yeah,
because he wanted Jasmine. Damn it, nasty.
Oh yeah, Jafar was a pedophile. What do you think his evil stops at bad black magic?
That's what I thought. No, guess not. That's bad. Disney, Jesus. But yeah, they cast him. He doesn't look bad. I don't mind it. Of course they're gonna do whatever they need to do to his face, and the costumes are gonna really make the characters actually.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be dope because it's not gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna pay some resemblance to the original, but it's gonna be a lot more.
Yeah. And I'm looking at this. I think he looks a lot better for Jafar than the dude that they cast for Once Upon a Time. He was in Lost. I can't remember his name for the life of me.
Because I've walked in on my wife watching that crap.
Naveen Andrews. Yeah, he played Saeed. Yeah, he was Jafar in the Once Upon a Time TV show. And no, not Once Upon a Time. No, it was a spinoff. It was the Alice in Wonderland spinoff that he played Jafar.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't great.
He definitely looks. The guy that we have now looks better.
Yeah.
Way better.
I mean, he made Jafar. I mean, like I said, Jafar was a pedophile, and he totally pulls that creep vibe really well. I mean, just looking at his headshot right now, I feel uncomfortable, and I want to hide my child.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I'm scared that my son's gonna be scared. I'm scared that he's gonna give me. We're gonna see an Amber Alert. I mean, he's a great actor. Don't get me wrong. I loved him in Lost. I think he did an okay role as Jafar. I think the show was just flawed, but I definitely like Kenzari a lot more than I like Naveen Andrews for it.
Yeah, no. Kenzari is definitely a good choice. When is this supposed to come out? Because I know Lion King is 2018 or 2019. I think Lion King is 2019.
Yeah, probably 2019. This will probably come out 2020. I mean, they're still casting it.
Yeah, 2020, 2021.
In honesty, they're still casting Lion King, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're almost done.
And the thing with Lion King, you have the script written out. It's all voiceover, so you don't actually need the actor on set.
Right.
You can just do the film and use whatever voice you need just to get the production done, and then add the voiceover work afterwards. So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, Disney. On to the next topic.
Making that money.
Yeah,
it's good. They're gonna make that money. They got hard times coming up.
So much so that Disney's looking to go ahead and pull all of their let's go with the reports. Pulled their Pixar live action and Disney animated studio movies from Netflix starting in 2019. And this is because they want to open up their own streaming service. Everybody's getting into the streaming service game. Nobody is using cable anymore. I cut off cable, so I have nothing but streaming services in my house. HBO, Stars, shout out to Power, and all that other stuff. So, I mean, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to Disney to have their own streaming service, but the thing is, it's only going to be Disney movies, which that's not limiting. That's not a limited scope by any means, because that's Disney, that's Pixar, that's Marvel, that's all the Star Wars. There's a lot to choose from there. The thing is, one of the things I like about them being on Netflix is that I can just go to one place and stream my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, granted, I have Netflix, I have Hulu, and I have Amazon, but I don't want to have to download another app on my phone. I don't want to have to put another app on my PlayStation. I don't want to have to do all this stuff. And I don't know if Disney's really going to have... I mean, they're branding already. Everybody knows Disney.
Yep.
I mean, they kind of have it now because they have Disney Go. Is that what it is?
They got... Yeah.
Where they stream their movies and stuff now. Yeah.
But it's just movies on there.
They have TV... Well, they have TV shows with like Disney XD and stuff. So I mean, I don't know. I like the idea of having all my movies and Netflix already is a brand that's associated with that. Mm-hmm. Disney's really gonna have to push the streaming service just to get people going on about it. I don't know. Like I got rid of Disney Go just because we never use it. Mm. You know what I mean? I got rid of Disney XD just because we never use it because it's just all the Disney stuff. I'd rather go to Netflix or anything and have a wider selection. But it makes sense that they would at least try to do it. So we'll see how it comes. They haven't pulled their stuff off of Netflix yet, though. I think they're still there till 2019.
2019, yep.
Yeah.
So here's my take on it. Tomorrow, Disney announced 2019 Star Wars anthology movie, Yoda's Early Years. Only on Disney. And it's not just going to be a movie. It's going to be a series because it's 900 years of this thing's life.
Yeah.
Think about that, right? they also have the Disney Channel that they can just pull from the network and say, hey, it's all going to be on the Disney app now.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives them their TV shows, their TV movies. Also, they have the Marvel brand, they have the Pixar brand, they have their live action. If they come up with their own original programming for each of those sections, as well as their regular Disney Channel, they don't really have to do much.
So what does this mean that they'll also be pulling off the Defenders?
That's another thing that's in talks.
Because that's Marvel.
That's in talks. That is Marvel. It could happen.
See, the thing is, it's Marvel and it's Disney, but Netflix has a heavy hand in producing that also. Like, Netflix isn't just streaming it.
Mm-hmm.
They're producing a lot of it. And I like the relationship that they've built. They have put out some really good stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I would trust. Like, I'm excited. We've talked about a Yoda standalone privately before.
Yep.
And I get excited hearing that might be on Netflix. We talked about a Darth Vader spinoff where it's just like, or I may have spoken about it, where it's just like Darth Vader between Episode 3 and Rogue One, where it's just kind of him developing from, growing from Anakin to Vader. Mm. I think that would make a great series. And I get excited for that because I know Netflix would have a hand in that, or at least, I thought Netflix would have a hand in that. Now that it's just going straight to Disney, I don't know that I'm as excited for it because Netflix does... Their input has a lot of value and it's worked out really well so far. So if you take that out of the equation, I really don't know what to expect.
I don't know, man. It opens up a lot of doors for Disney. They can do whatever they want on their network. Granted, it'll all be no higher than maybe PG-13, but shit. Only thing we have, well, if the only thing that they leave, which in it's the Defenders and that whole thing that they've built there. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. Disney has a chance to actually branch off and get their own thing. Everybody else has had success with that. HBO, Stars, they're already doing it next year with ESPN because Disney owns ESPN.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So that's probably the test run. To be honest with you,
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, it makes sense. I just don't know how excited I am for it.
And also, Disney owns ABC. Disney can have all of that stuff exclusively on their streaming service.
See, that's the thing. Like they already have all these streaming services: ABC Go, Disney Go, Disney XD. Disney Channel does have an app where you can stream their shows already because my son uses it. All that. So if they bring it all together, it's a lot to pull from. It's a huge thing. Again, I don't know that it's going to make a difference. I don't know.
Like I said, this whole everybody cutting cable thing, this is them looking at that and like, yeah, we need to get ahead of that.
That's true.
I don't have cable. I convinced my dad to not have cable.
Yeah.
We're streaming everything. I would pay a monthly subscription for Disney.
See, that's the other thing. It's another monthly subscription. How much money, like, people are going to really start questioning, like, is this really worth it? Because I'm not getting rid of Hulu. Sure as hell not getting rid of Netflix. Amazon Prime, I'm not getting rid of because I like the 2-day shipping.
I got rid of that shit.
I'm sure as hell not getting rid of HBO Go, at least not for the next 2 years before Game of Thrones is over. And then I have Westworld, and then you have Ballers, and then you have the Game of Thrones spinoff. I'm throwing a lot of money at streaming services, plus Spotify. You know what I mean? I personally, I don't make that much money. I'm not Rob Iger. I don't make that kind of money. I can have another streaming service. So
you are not Bobby Iger.
So I don't. There's a lot of things. I mean, it's almost to the point where I'd rather have cable because I'm paying to have all these different streaming services. I'm paying what I was paying to have cable.
Here's what you do: you get a friend. Not telling you that I do this or anything like that, but you get a friend.
Look, I'm using my ex-girlfriend from like 6 years ago's Netflix. All right, I'll put it out there. That's fine. Up. Recently, that stopped. I am using my own account now.
She is going to cut you off
potentially.
You get a friend that has all this shit. I got Stars from someone. I got Hulu from someone.
Well, what happens when they start cracking down? Like Netflix already started. You can only have the same account logged into 4 different devices.
Yeah, that's it.
I got 6 people in my. I have 6 siblings. All right, I'm number 2 of 7.
Oh, you're done.
So we all can't even have the same Netflix account and share. Like if Dad wanted to buy us all a Netflix account, he'd have to buy 2 different Netflix accounts. You know what I mean? Like I don't. it's getting. Everybody's talking about we have to go out and stream because people are dropping their cable bill. Well, you know what? If you're making me pay the same amount of money that I would have had in cable, I'd rather just get cable. And now these companies are wasting their money on these streaming services because people are just watching it on cable now.
I don't know. The convenience of at your own time.
It's on demand. Cable has that. That's nothing new.
Nah, man. It's better with these things. I promise you. You can literally cable. You can't just pull up Pinocchio on cable right now.
Right, and that's why I have Netflix.
It's not on there.
It's not on Netflix. I know what I mean. I know what you're saying, but like, I'm not like if I get Disney on my cable, I don't get Netflix on cable, but I get Disney on cable. And if I have the choice, and I'm spending about $80 on all my streaming services anyway, because I have to have so many different ones, I'm just gonna get cable, and I'm not gonna download the Disney app.
Oh, no, I'm coming
with the Disney one.
I'm coming from a $250 cable bill.
Oh, shit, man.
Exactly. Oh, I needed all the channels. I live in Florida now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's not my right now. I'm paying about, including internet and all my subscriptions, maybe 70, if that.
Yeah, but okay. So you with your cable bill, how much are you paying for cable again?
No, with cable, used to $250.
What are you paying for cable now?
I don't have cable now.
I mean, for your internet, rather.
50 something.
50. How many streaming services do you subscribe to?
So Netflix, HBO, Stars. HBO is through my cell phone company, so I don't really count that. Hulu, I may or may not have gotten that from a friend.
Well, let's say you're paying for it. Let's say we're doing this the right way.
All right. So
Netflix is about $15 a month.
No.
I mean, 11. I'm sorry, $11 a month.
HBO Go is about 16. Hulu is 10. No, 7. Sorry, 7.
So that's $33 a month you're paying on top of your $50 cable bill.
Yeah.
So that's $86 a month, $87 a month. Yeah, you just get fucking cable
For $250?
Well, if you're paying $250, you need to shop around. So you can get DirecTV, you can get Dish Network. I got internet and satellite. I'm only paying about $80 a month.
We need all the channels, so that's why, and that's what made us cut it off. Like, fuck it. And I walked around the house, nobody's watching TV anyway. YouTube, Netflix, Hulu. I was like, oh, so y'all don't watch this? No, cut.
Yeah, it's fair. That's true too. That is true too. You have to look at the practicality of it.
So I don't know. We were just going way off on this, but on the
what are we talking about again? Where are we? Why am I holding a microphone?
From a business standpoint, Disney knows what they have. Disney knows that people pay for what they have. If they take all their stuff and put it one place, people are gonna pay for it. Maybe not you, maybe not me. Somebody will.
Someone.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm gonna figure out a way to get it.
All right.
But that may not hurt Netflix because Netflix just made a big purchase. They just bought MillarWorld Comics. This is the comic company that houses Kingsman, Kick-Ass, Hit Girl, American Jesus, and Wanted.
I just want it to be like a superpowered Mormon. That's all I want with American Jesus.
Yeah, that's a big buy for them. And that opens up a lot of doors for them as well with TV shows, with movies. Kick-Ass has a strong fan base, to be honest.
Yeah, it does.
Regardless of what the movies did, they have a strong fan base. Wanted was a dope film that they talked about doing a sequel for since it came out, never came. Might now have might not be able to. And never heard of American Jesus.
Yeah, no, I just threw that in the notes because I enjoyed it.
But what does this do? What does this do for Netflix?
I mean, it definitely if they're gonna lose the Marvel properties, then they're definitely gonna have a lot of things to work with on this. Because like you said, Kingsman is, I mean, that's already a film franchise that's doing, or it's a film that's doing well. They got a sequel that's pretty highly anticipated. Trailers look good. So that means, hopefully they'll get the rights to air that up. Kick-Ass, there's so much you can do with that. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna make any more movies, but you could totally make a serialized a series out of that.
Yeah.
Hit Girl. Yeah. And the thing is, you can then combine all these worlds too, because they're all in the same.
They're all in the same.
They're all under the same umbrella. You could just kind of build a universe where they all exist, and then you have that. And there's a lot of stuff to pull from. Mark Miller is the one who came up with MillarWorld, and I mean, he wrote Civil War. He wrote Old Man Logan. So he's definitely got credits to him. The guy knows how to write very good stories. So there's a lot of potential here. I think if they're gonna lose Netflix, this is definitely. I mean, if they're gonna lose, if Netflix is gonna lose Marvel, this is definitely a step in the right direction to recoup some potential product.
Yeah, no, in all of this will be, I guess, rated R, TVMA, or what have you, because Kick-Ass was rated R,
Yep.
Logan was rated R, Kingsman is rated R, Hit Girl has to be rated R, American Jesus,
I want it to be rated R.
I really want whatever that is. I really do. I don't know what it is, but that it sounds interesting. But yeah, if they're gonna lose, and again, Disney doesn't say that they're gonna pull Marvel stuff from Netflix, but if they're gonna lose Marvel, this would be great for them because they own it, and this is not something that they have to take advice from. They own this now, so they can literally do whatever they want with it. So I'm a little excited about that. Probably won't see anything from it for another couple of years, but it's looking good. Netflix has definitely grown over the years. What was their first big hit that they had? Orange is the New Black.
I don't know if that was. I think that's the first thing that really put them on the map. Yeah, I don't know if it was the first project. I think
they had a couple other things, but Orange is the New Black is the one that took off.
Yeah, that's the one that really got everybody talking. Like, hey, Netflix is definitely on to something now.
And now they got every other trailer is a Netflix original movie and or TV show. I was just talking to you about the that Atypical TV show starring Michael Rappaport.
Yeah,
and completely about the autistic kid. I'm like 2 or 3 episodes in, and it's really good. It really dives into all aspects of the caring and raising an autistic child from the parents' point of view, from the sister's point of view.
And it's not just the child, because you've seen that before on like Parenthood. There shows that going to child raising an autistic teenager.
Yeah.
You know, who's starting to discover his sexuality. Like like he's starting to discover girls and stuff.
Yeah,
it's that's I watched the trailer once you told me about it, and I'm impressed
really
with
want you to walk. I seen it and I was like, oh man, this is what Jay was talking about, and it really goes into it. And like I said, I like how it goes into not just him, his sister having to protect him, but also being a big sister and beating the shit out of him at times. The mother feeling as though she always has to care and not getting time for herself.
Yeah,
and then the father just not knowing how to connect to his son.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool. Shows a really cool family dynamic with it. Dog's got something to say.
Yeah, we had to have him chime in. You good now? All right. Yeah. I really like for you to watch it so we can really have a discussion on it, because you're raising.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're raising your daughter. I'm gonna call her that. Your daughter who has autism, and I'm like, I look at that. I don't know what that struggle. I've never seen it.
Yeah, and I'm learning myself too, because it's it's a new thing.
Yeah, I looked at this. I was like, wow, because he talked about when he says, as a child when I used to get angry, I used to throw tantrums. Now he's developed different ways to get that anger out. So he's like pacing around his bed or different stuff like that. And I was like, oh my god, that's I didn't have no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, no, it was a cool thing to see. I hate to say I brought it up. Parenthood is teaching me a little bit as to how to deal with or how to cope, or how to kind of what to expect in a very mild. I know my girl listens to this, so I don't want to belittle anything. But watching Parenthood and seeing Max as an autistic kid in that show, and seeing that, and there's a lot of parallels in that. So I'm like, okay, so that's something to maybe to expect. It's not real life isn't a TV show, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
My stepdaughter actually started watching a few episodes of Parenthood with us, and she didn't realize that Max had autism, and she's like, I like him. He was her favorite character in the couple of episodes that she watched. So it's cool to see that, and it's cool that she related to it. So it made me feel a lot better. And watching someone like this, I mean, it's not a how-to, it's not what to expect when expecting, but it's cool to see that side of it. And I definitely take more of a personal interest in seeing that now. Yeah. So that's cool. It's nothing to do with Netflix buying MillarWorld.
But it shows where Netflix is going. There's so many different shows on Netflix that everyone can relate to. From Dino Trucks, it's an original show for my kid. Yeah, all the way up to Friends from College. That's ridiculous. You should watch that too. It's a comedy starring Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah,
is it-
Keegan Michael Key.
yeah.
Yeah, I know she's in it. Kobe Smulders is in it
Colby
too.
Smulders in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love the range that Netflix has. So adding this comic book that gives them something that Disney has Marvel, WB has DC. We'll talk about that another time. And now Netflix has MillarWorld. So I like it. I like the purchase. Netflix hasn't really made any wrong moves, except for canceling the Get Down. But that's about it. Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to seeing what they can do with that. Another little comic book property that's getting a reboot is Hellboy.
Yeah.
You tell me your thoughts when you first heard about this.
All right, so yeah, Hellboy: Rise of the Blood Queen is it's in pre-production. Guillermo del Toro is not set to write it or direct it.
Ron Perlman's not coming back.
Ron Perlman's not coming out. So just separate from the fact that it's not Ron Perlman or Guillermo del Toro. I don't know that I want a Hellboy without them. That's their baby. They've made it. I mean, look, they're not huge moneymakers, but they're good movies.
Right.
You know what I mean? I always enjoy watching it. I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the world they're building. It's a fun ride.
Yeah.
And Guillermo del Toro has vision, and he had an idea for what he wanted to do for the next movie. He wanted an insane amount of money, and he's been laughed out of every studio meeting he's had once he gets to the numbers.
Yep.
And I get that. All right, I do. But these guys are coming out something that's obviously a little more in tune with what a studio is willing to pay for it. They did cast David Harbour as Hellboy. David Harbour is the sheriff in Stranger Things. He had a role in Blue, which was Julia Stiles' show. It was a web series for a little while, and I think now it's on Lifetime. He was in The Newsroom as one of the anchormen. I'm a huge David Harbour fan. I was actually excited when he was in talks to play Cable before they announced Josh Brolin.
Thanos.
No, Cable. He was in talks for Cable, not Thanos.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, before they cast Thanos. Yeah,
Before
okay.
they cast Thanos
before they
as
cast Thanos as Cable. So they got him. They got Mila Jovovich as Blood Queen, which I don't know that I care. Ian McShane is said to be in the movie also as Professor Broom, which you said is what Hellboy's father, right?
Yeah.
That excites me. I like Ian McShane a lot. I like David Harbour a lot. Mila Jovovich, I don't give a damn about much, but I mean, it doesn't put me off. I just, okay, she's in it. I don't know. It's hard not to like that. I just don't know that I want it.
Yeah, a lot of us wanted it to be to finish that trilogy that Del Toro. Let's go with that. Del Toro.
It's
wanted.
Guillermo. Your name's Raul. You can say Guillermo.
From Crown Street. Okay, it's not gonna work out for me. Everybody wants that, but the budget, he wanted what, 200 mil.
He wanted some stupid number,
and they were like, "Dude, come on! It doesn't even your movies don't even warrant that right now." And all right, that's fine. So they went with somebody else. Now this Hellboy: Rise of the Blood Queen, this one's gonna be rated R, so that gives it a little bit more freedom. I really like the addition of Mila. Can't say her last name because ever since I've seen her in Fifth Element, which is my favorite movie. She's a bona fide action star, so she's not gonna be one of those behind the scenes, sit in the back type villains. I feel like she's gonna really be out there fighting, so that's gonna be dope. She was in the Resident Evil monstrosities, and she did. Say what you want about those films, she was a great action actor for those movies.
Yeah, and she's got a huge following. I mean, it's not that I don't like her. She's got a huge following. She's got talent. I don't care. I'm totally indifferent. Like, Mila Jovovich is in the movie. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Who else? Yeah. And, I don't get excited to hear her name.
True. Ian McShane, I just recently seen him in John Wick and John Wick 2. He played a dope role in that. He brings something to his roles that just adds to it all the time, and I'm really excited to see what he does with this Hellboy franchise, because they're trying to go ahead and rebuild this as a franchise too. So if this one does good, then we get, because this is a comic book as well, so there's multiple stories. I like it. If we're not going to be able to get Del Toro's vision, which would have been so beautiful and so outlandish, if we're going to do it with this one, then might as well. Why not?
I mean, I see that, and like I said, they've got talent on it, so that's good. At least they're putting an effort.
Yeah.
They're not just putting a Hellboy movie out because people want a Hellboy movie.
Right.
So I mean, I'll check it out. I'm not as excited for it as I would be with Guillermo del Toro. Even though, like you said, that number is stupid. When I saw the number, I was like,
exactly,
he's crazy.
Because worldwide, it didn't bring back anything near that.
No. Even I think the two movies together didn't even make that much money.
Yeah, no. So, and you know what's really bringing, and they're able to go R-rated, but what's really bringing this R-rated renaissance, if you will, is Deadpool. They saw what that was made for, like $40-50 million.
Yeah,
and
it super low budget.
Yeah, and it did gangbusters at the movie theater.
And out of that $40-50 million budget, I think most of it went to marketing. So it wasn't even production.
Exactly. So they're seeing they can use a little bit and get a lot if they do the story. Maybe this will allow them to focus more on the story.
It forces you to make a good movie.
Yeah. So
and Logan was the same way.
Yeah, Logan's the same thing. So I buy this. I would definitely want to see it because I can tell that they're gonna put their time and effort into making sure this is a good film. Mm-hmm. If when you don't have the money for certain things, you make do with what you got, and it always becomes something great. So I'll take this right now and see what. And they got Ian McShane. They got what's his name? David Harbour and Mila. They can make that work.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they can pull together.
Yeah. All right. Well, right now we're gonna go ahead and take a little break, and when we come back, we always got to get a little bit weird, but nothing is more weird than the talk.
It's about to get awkward. I'm gonna go look at myself in the mirror.
Stop it. Our Twitter handle is currently at No Dad Jokes with a Z.
Yeah, and the reason for this atrocity is because No Dad Jokes with an S is currently being held hostage by some limp dick shit-stained bastard.
Oh, hey, whoa. Just remember your pressure points.
Okay? I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize.
Seems as though a fellow tweeter has No Dad Jokes with an S and hasn't tweeted in about 2 years. We're trying to get Twitter's attention to go ahead and get this released for us.
Yeah, and that's where you all come in. Hashtag release the S on all your tweets, all your social media posts, and let's see if we can't get Twitter's attention and get them to give us the handle that we rightfully deserve.
Support the cause.
Release the S.
All right, folks, and we're back. Again, Pop's on episode 8. So we told you guys we're on iTunes.
Yeah.
And, it's doing really well. iTunes, Google Play, and all that. However, we just realized we got our first review.
Yeah, and it's a 5-star review.
5-star review. It looks like it's unsolicited.
Yeah, we scratch our heads. At first, typically most of the reviews are people you know. Mm-hmm. We have no idea who this is.
Yeah. So we definitely want to go ahead and shout out Fates Girl on iTunes. Mm-hmm. Appreciate the sentiments. Continue to listen. We got some stuff in store. So thank you.
Matter of fact, shoot us an email. I mean, obviously listening. Shoot us an email, nodadjokes@gmail.com. That we want to thank you. Yeah. Shoot us an email. Let us know what you're doing. If you got anything for us, we're more than happy to talk about it on the show.
Absolutely.
And that goes to everybody else. Don't be afraid to reach out to us. We're on No Dad Jokes on Facebook. No Dad Jokes with a Z on Twitter. We're working on that, and I'm holding my rage Burke. No Dad Jokes
on Instagram.
Proper spelling on Instagram at gmail.com. Interact with us, guys. Engage with us. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. Let us know what you'd like to see. We're still looking for ideas. We're still young. We're still impressionable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot us some stories, parenting-wise, entertainment-wise, whatever stories you got. Just send it to us. Our emails, Instagram, Facebook message, comment on all our stuff. We really do appreciate it. So thank you to Fates Girl. Send us an email. Let us know who you are so we can thank you properly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And with that, we're going to get into our topic today, the talk. Let's preference this by nobody in this room currently has received the talk at all, and it's we're starting to really think like, has there really been a talk? Has there really been anybody that said, hey, let's do the birds and the bees? What the fuck is the birds and the bees anyway?
Yeah, I think the talk is a lie. I think it's never happened. I don't know anyone that's ever actually had the talk.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, I think the birds and the bees is a lie. What are birds and the bees? That is the most ludicrous thing in the world. Yeah, we're going to talk about birds and bees. That's as ludicrous as expecting a man to talk to his kid about sex.
Yeah.
That's probably where it came from. The closest thing to a talk I've ever been familiar with is a dad saying, all right, I'm going to talk to the boy about the facts of life. And then you look at him and you say, you want to go to McDonald's? Yeah. Hey, you know where babies come from? Yeah. No. Okay. Hey, you have sex ed at school, right? You do. Yeah. All right. Hey, pay attention. All right. Have another McNugget. That's it. And this is coming up. So my son, the boy, it just turned 12. He was on the show a few weeks ago. His mom went through his phone. He has a cell phone. We pay for it. We're allowed to go through his phone. She found some interesting messages on his phone. There was a little girl who is growing up to be a proper, respectable hood rat hoochie mama.
Nice.
I don't want to cast aspersions on her, but it's true. And she has been messaging my son back and forth. They text. It's a girl in his summer camp, and she sent him a message in code. Like, she actually texted it backwards. Like, so you had to put the last letter in front and go that way. So she knew what she was doing, and it said, send nudes. So my 12-year-old son, my boy, my pride and joy, is being solicited for a dick pic. So his mom kept going through the text messages. It looks like he ghosted on her. Because the next couple of text messages are, hey, I was just kidding. Hey, I haven't heard from you. Hey, when are you coming back to summer camp? So he just, it seems like my son got scared, which is what I would expect. I know my son, he's not there. He's totally not there. But because this is happening and he's getting into middle school and he's going to be exposed to a lot more things, it's about time that I gotta have that talk with him. And it's scary because there's a lot of things that he's gonna have that we didn't have. Well, I don't know. You're a lot fucking younger. I was still using an abacus in math class. No, there are a lot of things that he has. He has a computer in his pocket. You know what I mean? Sexting is everywhere. You know what sexting was when I was a kid? You had to have a friend with a beeper, and you had to send them 58008. So that way, when they held it upside down, it said boobs. That was sexting. That was the closest we got when I was a kid. So there's a whole lot of other things. I mean, he has porn in his pocket 24 hours, or at least the potential to just, go on his phone and pull up Pornhub. You know what I mean? He is going to have to deal with a world of dick pics and Snapchat and Twitter and Facebook and all this other stuff. And I'm less worried about the sex. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind. Not that I don't mind. I don't want him. Don't. If you listen to this, little man, don't you put your dick somewhere.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's happening. Because if he's using it, it's a dick. It's a pee-pee if he's just using the bathroom or taking a shower. If he's going to use it on someone, it's a dick. So, I mean, I'm not so worried, like that's, hey, be careful what you do. If you are going to start doing it, here's how you be safe. Here's, come talk to us, talk to me. I know it's weird to talk to your mom about it. It's like, it's not weird to talk to me about it, but what I'm more worried about is him doing something that he's not going to be able to come back from. You put a dick pic out on the internet.
It's out there.
It is out. We're going to cut this. God damn it. We finally found a place to put it.
Yes, what I was
God
thinking.
Damn it.
I was thinking. Oh, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Holy shit, I can't wait. I hope we still got it. We've been trying to find a place to... This sounds so terrible. We've been trying to find a place to put this dick since the inception of this show.
Oh, man. Oh, we finally figured it out. We recorded like there's going to be... something's going to happen where we're going to be able to put this joke.
It's going to be literally this entire... Oh, man, it's going to be great. I can't wait.
So I know the big thing is I have to, be honest with them. You know what I mean? I got to be focused. There's no point in pulling punches at this point. I'm going to just start the whole I only know how I'm going to start the conversation. And it's going to start off with, hey, here's some chicken nuggets. Listen, we're going to have a talk. You're not going to like it. I'm not going to like it, but we need to talk about it. And if you clam up and say nothing, I'm going to call you a liar and I'm going to take your chicken nuggets away.
That's how you
Because I know that's how I'm going to get them to talk. And that's it. I don't know where the conversation is going to go after that. I'm just going to kind of let it free flow and hope for the best.
Man. So
but I have a son.
Yeah.
You have daughters.
Yeah.
That come to you for everything.
Everything.
So,
my God. I mean,
what's your move, Pop?
I really do appreciate that they feel so comfortable coming to me with everything. I'm gonna just have I have to compose myself when they do, because it's not a conversation I want to talk about. The way I know I needed to have a talk with at least my oldest, me and my wife, we say dirty jokes back and forth, but it's dirty jokes that adults should know. When we hear a little chuckle in the back, it was like, oh shit.
How you know about that?
That was my exact words. What the fuck you laughing about? What do you think this is? So then I had to, so we have our drives to school and from school, and to she's literally going everywhere I go, right? So out of nowhere, I'm listening to my music. I like my music turned all the way up. She turns my shit down, so that really immediately pisses me off. What are you doing? So this boy likes me.
What's his name? Where does he live? How close are his parents to the police?
I was like, what is this boy's name? She gave me the name or whatever. I was like, okay, so how do you feel about him liking you? I don't know. I was like, do you like him? I think so. I was like, God damn, okay. So start probing some more. So what, you guys have class together? What does he do? Is he in the AP honor roll? What's his grades looking like? No, real talk. What is he? She's like, oh yeah, he's in the same classes as me, and we talk all the time about what? Oh, Doctor Who and the Harry Potter and all this bullshit. So and I'm going for asking questions. And I'm like, well, what do you think about? Is he gonna ask you out? Or are you gonna ask him out? Because we live in a different time now. What's gonna happen? Oh, I don't know. We're just gonna talk and see where things go. I was like, all right, whatever. Week later, he asked me to the dance. I was like, what the fuck? Why do you have so many dances? And they talk, and then I guess the group of friends that we're sitting with were talking about that. And I was like, did you have anything to input in this conversation? She was like, no, I mean, I don't know anything the physicalities of it. And she really said the physicality of it. But I heard about it. We have sex ed. I was like, oh, you have sex ed? Oh, you're great. You're fine. Pay attention to everything they're saying. Don't just pay attention, because sex ed scared the shit out of me. When you saw all them STDs and all this other shit, I was like, oh yeah, you're not. She's like, yeah, I've seen this and I've seen that. I was like, yeah, that's what happens every time. Every time. So, she knows. She came to us one night because, of course, I'm married. My wife, we were doing some things. We came in from a night out. She said, I heard you guys. I was like, you heard us doing what? You know what you were doing. I don't know what I was doing. Do you know what I was doing? And she quickly cut her mouth and went back in the room. I was like, all right, then you get that shit out of here.
Which is better than, okay, either you were fucking my mom or you were murdering her. So do you want me to leave an assumption? You want me to make an assumption here? Because I got 911 or DCF that I can call. Which one am I calling, Pop?
It's just weird. So I'm good. She's good right now. She's 15, or she's going to be 15. It's the other two that I got to give the talk to, the two younger ones, which I feel they're a lot more innocent, but with the world we live in, seeing all the stuff on YouTube and Twitter and all this shit that they have in their pocket, it's gonna come up sooner than 15, sooner than 12. You know what I mean? My son is gonna see some stuff probably soon. I'm not ready for it, but I have to be there with the correct questions. With the correct questions, and give him proper advice. Because there is no right or wrong advice. You can only show them how to protect themselves.
Yeah. And the thing is, with my kid, even though I know I need to talk to him because I know I need him to be prepared for it, because I don't want this stuff to, he's already got one. He got spooked. He got spooked when she Send him that. He just cut her off. He's like, I don't know, dude. Because when I ask him about girls and relationships or anything like that, he just clams up. He's like, it's not football. Like, it's not something that's on his radar yet. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even 100% sure that he's straight. I'm not. That he does things. There's things that he said. Or not even things that he said or things that he hasn't shown any interest in anything. So I don't know that he's straight. I don't know that he isn't straight. I don't know that he's not asexual. Like, I don't know if he even is attracted to anything, So that's true. There's a whole lot of things that are coming into play right now because he just, like, I remember when I was a kid, even his age, my dad asked me about girls. I'm like, yeah, there's a girl. Miriam Hernandez. When I was 12 years old, my whole world revolved around Miriam Hernandez. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't even know where this conversation is going to go. I may find out some things about my son that I may not be comfortable with, but I still got to prepare him for it. I kind of wish I knew. Yes or no? Like, people are like, oh, what are you going to do if your son's gay? I'm like, you know what? I wish I just knew at this point. I feel like he's just keeping a secret from me, and I don't like it. I feel like he's doing it out of spite.
Yeah.
But I want to know because let's say he is gay. Let's say my son, tells me he's like, well, I kind of think I like boys. Mm-hmm. That's going to be weird for a second because that's something I ain't see coming. But that's at least I know where he's leaning and I know how to steer a conversation. And I want to be able to prepare him because I need to know to watch out because it's not easy coming up gay. I'm straight myself, but I grew up in Miami, so I got a lot of friends who came up that are gay. And I seen what they went through. And I can't even begin to imagine what it's like to experience all of that. Mm-hmm. So I want to be able to at least prepare my son like, hey, it's going to be a hard life. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be said to you. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be done. And, at least there's some preparation. I can hook him up with some of my friends. You know what I mean? Like, hey, my son's going through this. Can you talk to him?
Right.
Can you have, at least so he has some kind of a mental, I just want to know what my son's into. And if he tells me that all he's into is football, I'm fine with that. I'm happy. Mm-hmm. But it is time to stop putting it off and just bribing him with chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets will be involved regardless.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah. Yeah. This is real life.
Yeah, it is, man. With my son, I mean, he comes home and says, there's girls that he likes. There's couple girls in his class, but that still doesn't mean anything. He could just really just like playing with them. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember kindergarten, first day of kindergarten. I made girlfriends. I had a girlfriend by the end of the first day of kindergarten. Yeah, her name was Gabriella, and I remember sitting my dad down when I got home, like, Dad, we need to talk.
This is the one.
Listen, I got a girlfriend, and he just said, "They're like, he's so cute. Oh, you're stupid," and that was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. That's it right now. He so that's what he's going through. My second youngest daughter, my youngest daughter. Sorry, she I don't know. I don't know. Like your son, I don't know if she's interested. Like I said, she's a real girly girl. She loves Star Wars. That's really it.
Yeah,
that's really it. So when she's ready to come to me with that, I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'll be prepared. But until then, I just got to figure out how I'm going to do this. I got it. My daughter will be 15. She's starting high school. This is a whole different world for her.
Oh, yeah.
Whole different world. She's not just dealing with her. It's seniors and people that's about to go to college in her school. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I remember being a freshman and seeing these seniors go after these freshmen. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
And I became a senior and I was like, oh, that's probably why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's a lot that she's going to have to deal with and she's going to have to know how to maneuver around. And I just have to be there to give her the advice that she asks for. It's terrifying.
I'll let you know how it goes with my kid and I'll give you notes.
Mm-hmm. Please do. Please do, because, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, and going back to the, if he were to be gay or anything like that, it is a different time that we live in. It's not as hard as it once was, but it is still hard for them. You know what I mean? It's and I hate the term. A lot of people are more accepting of it. I don't like that term because you don't have to.
It's not as taboo though.
Yeah, it's not as taboo. Let's go with that. Because I have to teach my kids. It's not about whatever sexual preferences or whatever. Just respect the person.
Mm-hmm.
Give respect to get respect. This is hilarious right now. Like she's going in and she's snoring super loud. And yeah, man. Hey, if you folks got any tips and tricks about
if you've been there, done that. If you even got the talk from your father, how did that work out for you?
Yeah, let's send an email, send something. Send us a
messages on Facebook, drop a comment, drop an email.
Just let us know how that talk went for you or how you did for your talk. How did you feel? What made the talk come up?
Yeah.
We joke about it, but it is a serious thing. It is something that needs to be talked about.
Yeah. Let me know how did you approach it? How many orders of chicken McNuggets did you have to order to get through the whole conversation? Because I need a budget for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 piece, $5.
Probably. Yeah. And I'm probably gonna have to get one for each.
Yeah, man. But yeah. It's a bit of a wrap for us today. Again, send those emails, send those comments. Again, we're on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and TuneIn. Big
shout out to Fates Girl. Again, thank you so much for the 5-star review. We are talking about things, bonus episodes, and things that we want to do. We may tie it into iTunes reviews, but there will be more to be announced on that later. But it's a good start. Please leave the reviews. Let us know what you think. That we really do care. Yes. It's not just for our own egos, but again, we're doing this to hopefully entertain you all. So let us know. It's appreciated.
Yeah, we do definitely appreciate you guys. Again, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at No Dad Jokes with an S. Twitter is No Dad Jokes with a Z. We're working on that.
Those bastards. Okay.
We're working on that.
And share us with your friends, share us on your pages, get the word out because that's how we grow. Hopefully it turns into something bigger.
Exactly. If you like us, your friends will like us and their friends will like us. Mm-hmm. And that's about it for us today, folks. Until next time, I'm Raul.
I'm Jay. Don't forget, spoil kids, not movies.
And please, no dad jokes. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Pops On. Email us any questions and your best dad jokes at nodadjokes@gmail.com. For more content, please like us on Facebook at facebook.com/nodadjokes. Follow us on Instagram at nodadjokes and Twitter at nodadjokes with a Z.
Yeah, we tried to get No Dad Jokes within us, but apparently some thing that got out of hand wanted to take it and then not post anything for 2 years on Twitter because, hey, look at me, I'll get this now and maybe at some point I'll actually figure out how to use Twitter because it's not like I don't have anything else to do with my damn life. I'm just gonna these guys instead.
Whoa. Hey, family show, man. Whoa, family.
I bet you his mother's a fucking hoe.
The sticks.